This is from our friend Ben in Austin, who we talked to. He says, here's another one for Carter. Evangeline Lilly of Lost and Ant-Man fame got herself canceled over coronavirus.
What'd she say?
She said that, quote, freedom over the safety of others.
Freedom over the safety of others?
She believes in, quote, freedom over the safety of others. Fans fired back, and an inside source claims that she has been removed from Ant-Man 3.
Oh.
So, really, we're about...
From downtown!
I was going to say, we're about to play the Minutemen, but really...
She's on fire!
It should be Another One Bites the Dust, but nevertheless, we persist.
That's right. We survive, we live.
Canceled in the time of Corona.
I love that it's like... Yeah, it's not passed up. It's literally people who are just bonking around their head in their house, their giant mansion.
Oh yeah,
and they just can't help but say something like insensitive.
Yeah. Oh, you know, we were feeling a little self-conscious after just mocking Kirstie Alley for close to half an hour on the Brandy Posey Halloween episode last year.
Yeah.
She also done got herself Corona canceled.
Yay! What'd you say?
Let's see. I believe I got to pull up the exact tweet because I did retweet it on my account, proclaiming that we were in fact justified for making fun of her. Mm-hmm. Let's see.
We went a long way to be like make bad jokes at her without being like, but it's more her career.
Yeah. Dear Mr. President, I wanted to thank you for your YR. She spells your like Prince. For your recent decorum, sincerity, and care towards us. You're taking charge. But now she's spelling it correctly.
I'd heard she is a hardcore Trumper, though.
You're taking charge and leading in a manner needed and wanted for this country. I highly recommend you for your, back to the Prince spelling, boundless energy and willingness to solve problems. Thank you. So, the guy who, the guy who disagreed with his own virus expert on live TV. She's saying he's doing a good job. So
is she canceled? I thought she was like kind of a well-known Trumper, though.
That was unknown to me. I knew obviously she was Scientologist, and based on, and I'm kind of like going back and reading her Twitter, and obviously if I'm wrong,
what do they vote?
Well,
yeah, where do Scientologists stand on this?
I'm serious.
Yeah,
I drove by Fountain.
Yeah,
and
they're still out there.
Yeah, there's like guards into the compound.
Yeah,
I mean they're making sure no one just like walks in there, and
the people are still out on like Sunset in Vermont at the street corners next to the metro station. They just stand there and try to talk to people like about Scientology every single day.
Yeah,
and
I don't know, they weren't really approaching anybody.
Yeah,
I think they're smart enough to not do. But the thing is, people are fucking
no one wants to hear
idiots.
that anti-doctor shit from them right now.
Oh, dude, fucking. People, I've been going out just because I have to do shit. People will come and stand right fucking next to you.
Oh, yeah. Do we feel like we have to
ridiculous.
justify going out?
It's like I'm fucking downwind of you already. Don't come stand 1 foot away from me.
Oh, I just
I just swing on you, old lady.
This has been going out to buy groceries. You see some lonely old people.
Oh,
like, can you
really?
believe this? And it's just like 6 feet, Grandma.
Yeah. Oh, I've heard from friends of mine who live in smaller towns that people who aren't working right now and all the restaurants are closed are just going and hanging out at the fucking grocery store to chat.
What?
Jesus.
Yeah, I got.
Is that allowed?
No, it shouldn't be. I mean,
No.
Obviously, like the grocery stores are like, I guess they're not fine with it, but they can't. Although they should be able to just phically remove you.
It's like one of those things. It's like Walmart employees, like they're paid so little, they're just like, "Hey, no, don't stop." You know what I mean? Like, well, who cares?
Yeah,
It'd be weird to just be in a grocery store and you have to walk up to, as an employee, you have to walk up to somebody and be like, quit loitering here,
Yeah.
Buy something or get out.
Fucker did it to me at the mini mart in Malibu just now. Like,
what? The guy got close?
Too close. I went out to Malibu to walk on the beach for a couple hours, get some exercise, and stopped to get a water. And while I was getting the water, I noticed that they had for sale one fairly large bottle of rubbing alcohol, and I had some aloe laying around, so I'm going to make me some homemade hand sanitizer here coming up. And so I bought the alcohol, and this guy goes,
You should try his pickles. The pickles are great. I assume the hand sanitizer is going to be even better.
Where'd you get the recipe for that?
on Twitter. On Twitter, actually, somebody.
Oh, well, that's trustworthy.
Yeah. Well,
This book called The Anarchist Cookbook.
well, somebody was saying they were going to make some hand sanitizer out of Everclear because they were out of rubbing alcohol. Yes. They were going to squeeze Art Alexakis until hand sanitizer dribbled out of his weenus. But
Everclear, huh?
But yeah, I was standing in line, and this guy was just like, he got right up next to me, and he's like, "Stocking up, huh?" And I had my headphones on, just the "don't talk to me," kind of headphones.
It's a universal sign
situation, too. And I could hear him, but I was like, "Yeah," and he was just like, don't," and I was buying a water and a big ass thing of rubbing alcohol. He's like, "Don't drink the white one," meaning the white bottle with the rubbing alcohol, and I'm just like.
That's good advice.
You have to back the fuck off, please.
Yeah.
While I was on the beach.
Was he about to give you a raspberry on your tummy or something? Like, I'm your grandpa.
Get away from me.
Please give me a hug. I don't care if it kills me.
What Carter was saying about lonely old people at the store.
Yeah.
But I think that's just anybody at this point. People just
this guy wasn't
want
old.
connection.
He was like a Costa Mesa wraparound sun-bleached Malibu idiot. Like, he wasn't, he's probably in his, 40s.
Still.
But then
people are just friendlier out there.
Maybe he was doing one of those things where he was like, yeah, man, it really sucks it's killing all these old people. Not like us, right? Because he's 43. Not us young sprats. We can go out and hang 10. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to buy some condoms.
Yeah.
Were the surfers out?
There were a couple, not many. I got the place
I live by their own society of laws.
Right. Well, it was low tide too, so it was not, the waves weren't super huge. But when I went out there, and this is what I was saying, about the same thing in the grocery store, except the difference is we're not in an aisle. We're on a beach that's miles and miles long. People have enough time to think about the proximity of the person approaching them, and people would just keep walking. And I'm like, all right, I guess it's gonna have to be me. And then I would veer off and stuff like that. I'm like, come on, move out the way.
Yeah, you're not going to move out the way.
It kind of became like a weird game of passive aggressive chicken, where we're both just like, okay, all right.
You know what you do? As they near, start coughing.
Yeah.
When I was walking around, every time somebody passed me on the sidewalk, I would hold my breath.
Yeah, I kind of.
I couldn't help myself.
Yeah, I've started doing that a little bit.
I make those very pronounced looking, like Jack Nicholson and As Good as It Gets, pushing my whole body away from people.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if I become that guy in public right now. Like, if I have to be around somebody, I'll do the whole "Ugh," and make that noise.
More people are wearing masks than ever before.
Yeah. Yep.
The place that fixes watches and sells batteries has a sign up that says they sell masks now.
Oh, okay.
Well, they really are an all-purpose
right
necessity.
next to the old typewriter repair shop,
They've stayed open in this
closed
crisis.
down Office Depot,
Yeah.
next to the fish market,
The fish market.
I was wearing my Auburn hoodie on the beach, and I'd walked for basically 2.5 hours. Just walked down to the rocks there at Point Doom, and then turned around and came back. And literally, I was
nice.
Coming off the beach, right before I got to the stairs to go back to my car. There was a guy in an Alabama hoodie just walking the other way, and we kind of gave each other a
Yo.
hey. In point of ways, it was nice. It was a nice little moment.
I feel you.
Yeah,
It's nice to see.
we're grabbing at straws here for nice moments. Okay.
Oh, I've discovered the power and the joy of marijuana.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, dude.
It's dude. It's it turns out that stuff is great for not doing anything. It's real good at it.
Yeah, it's great. You discovered fucking weed. Rivers discovered giving a guy a hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I give a guy a hey.
I give a guy a hey. I give a guy a ho. Running out of content. So what did you know?
But yeah, let's talk about this weed.
I got content.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh.
I was afraid to do it at first. I mean, Is this like an after-school special?
Oh, do you not know what this is?
Meth? What is it?
Oh, this is the Easy Star All Stars with their cover of Pink Floyd's Money, except instead of cash register noises and change, it's coughing and lighters and bong hits.
Coughing seems to be a little insensitive these days.
I didn't even think about that, but yeah, it's okay.
It's turns out this little wonder drug, it absolutely kills your ambition for doing anything that day productive. I was dreading this, to be honest with you. I was like, man, I'm just like hitting a wave of niceness, man.
See, I got really high and I was like, I can't wait to do the podcast.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there a release for it? I was just so like I was melting into my bed.
Yeah.
And I'm playing Halo and like I'm a child again. I don't have any. It's gotten to the point where like I don't. All future plans, all previous plans, man, they're gone, dude. They're gone.
I will say, Carly had my favorite tweet of the pandemic so far.
Yeah, I retweeted it. It's great.
Yesterday, Carly Garber, friend of the show, wrote on Twitter. Yeah, Carter's girlfriend.
Yeah,
I don't know what information people
you
want
never
to
know.
disclose.
Bragging.
Carter's significant other tweeted. She said, "There's no such thing as time anymore. It's just eating and not eating." And I was like, fuck me. It's funny, but it's also horrifyingly true.
Oh, it's so
and
true.
now I'm self-conscious every time I'm eating. Now
I know. I'm like, how much longer till eating again? Dude, I'll tell you what. These weed cigarettes I've been smoking too. That doesn't make that any better. Yeah, keep that going, dude. I'm riding that. Oh God, it's so nice to be like ambitionless again. Like.
Welcome to the club.
Oh, buddy. I can't do it at night, though, because I feel the darkness creeping in, and it's too scary.
What does that mean?
It's too scary. It's like at night you just feel like claustrophobic, and you're like, well, I guess I'm going to stare at my wall with the lights off. Like, I don't know. Like, in the day, it's like you make the conscientious decision to, like, I'm not doing shit. Like, if you get high during the day, you're like, I'm going to chalk this one up as a loss. But at night, you're
Put
like,
the L up on the board. We're dunsies.
Yeah, we're dunsies.
You're wrong. You're just not used to it.
Yeah, I get. Wait, am I wrong or not used to it? I guess both.
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah.
It's at night. Maybe I will soon. Maybe also because all this Corona shit has been pounded into our faces for a while now.
The worst part about smoking is that your throat will start hurting.
Yeah.
And you'll start getting a little after cough.
And then you'll think.
And you're all paranoid from the weed.
Yeah.
And then you have coronavirus.
You know what the way to avoid that paranoia is? Start smoking cigarettes because you'll cough all the time.
Yeah.
You can just blame it on being a cigarette cough.
Okay. That makes sense.
And one of the symptoms is you lose your senses of taste and smell, and those are gone anyway. So you'll just never know. You'll just die very quietly.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be the only not high person on the podcast right now, Rivers?
It's fine.
Oh,
sounds
just gave
not
yourself
fine.
Well, no, I honestly still have like PTSD from the last time I got high. So
what happened?
I was at Bonnaroo in 2004. And that wasn't the bad time. That's not the time I have PTSD. I was just mad that I missed a Japanese electro band that I really wanted to see.
Ooh, what band?
Electric Eel Shock.
Oh, I've heard of them. Yeah,
they played at Bonnaroo one year. So if you ever go to the Bonnaroo Festival, on Thursday nights, they have all the kind of like minor acts, before they get into the big festival on Friday. And we get there Thursday, of course. And this is June 2004. I just graduated high school, and we're gonna smoke some herb, and then go watch. We're gonna smoke
All
a
right,
doob.
officer.
We're gonna have some peaches and herb, and then go see Electric Eel Shock. And I fell asleep, and I was mad
That's
about
not the
that.
weed's fault.
Well, no, but that ain't the traumatic time. The panic attack.
Sam is like such a proponent. He's like, when it hits, you feel no pain, dude. All right, you
just
understand?
overindulged.
Yeah,
It's true.
Well, no,
it's true. It's
I
like
didn't-
alcohol. You
I didn't even
respect it.
overindulge. I just smoked exactly one bowl of like really good shit.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
overindulging.
Yeah, well, hey.
Well,
yeah.
if you have a low tolerance, it's gonna
Yeah,
put you
you
right
need
out.
like one hit.
Yeah, well, it's a combination of a couple things. It would be low tolerance and availability of good weed where I came from, because we're in high school, we're living in Alabama, it's not great weed, and then all of a sudden we're at Bonnaroo, where every fucking weed dealer on the East Coast is, and now all of a sudden you've got You've got that lush green organic. You know what I'm talking about? As Fish
You kids
said.
wouldn't happen to know where I could find some of that stuff now, would you?
The worst part is he's not trying to do this on purpose. This is just the way he's talking about weed.
Just trying to sound cool.
Now, I don't know if you guys have heard of this Maui Wowie, but I sure would like to try some.
Kids know where to get any cabbage.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I haven't heard of the cabbage. I've heard devil's lettuce.
I'll tell you, the first time I smoked weed during this, I'll go ahead and say call it is. It's a pandemic.
Yes.
You know,
Thank you for saying what need to be said.
I think
Indica or sativa?
sativa, baby, all day long. No, indica? No. I want to be awake for this nightmare. The first time I did it, I was like, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to watch Blade Runner, my favorite movie.
Uh-huh.
And what I did was I smoked that weed, and then I read the news on my phone for 2.5 hours and didn't watch the movie at all, and had a panic attack. But thus far, today has been good, I guess.
Yeah. No,
You really don't give a good fucking review of weed.
Honestly, if someone gets convinced to try weed by this show, like, you're too late.
yeah. No,
You should have been peer pressured by kids in high school to do it.
The only time I ever spent money on weed, a friend of mine each threw in $5 to get a classic dime bag. Adjusted for inflation, that would be $700 now. But at the time, in the mid-Bush administration, we're talking.
Oh yeah,
first term.
HW. Or no, you're talking about W.
HW. Yes, I was 3 years old and token dubs out underneath the merry-go-rounds.
I like that anytime I say something dumb on this podcast, which will be many, I can attribute it to I'm high.
I've caught a couple already that I didn't. I just let them go.
You let him go?
Yeah.
You mean thoughts of yours or stuff that I
just
said?
stuff you've
Yours.
said.
Oh yeah, well, get ready for more.
Okay, so Rivers, where did you get this weed
Point
from?
is, we got it from a guy I've talked about on the podcast before. Hot Rod was his name, and Hot Rod was under the assumption that if you sold weed outside of as long as it wasn't in a plastic bag, if you got arrested, it wouldn't be distribution. So he sold exclusively in paper towels. So you would buy the weed and it would be wrapped in a paper towel, and then you would just make a quick handoff. So it was Hot Rod's
Where
weed.
was it at? Where'd you have to meet him?
So actually, I'd gone with a friend to meet Hot Rod once before, and we met him at the Plainsman Apartments across. What's that called?
Damn, he has every detail. Just like a cop would.
Yeah, no, we met. We met at the
What
corner.
was the address of this place?
It was at the corner of Donahue and Glen in Auburn.
Okay.
Whatever
Around
those
6:30, 6:45 at night. something
whatever
like that.
those shit apartments were. That was where I met him. The second time, I just a friend of mine got it from Hot Rod. He was the guy. There were two dealers. There was
Hot Rod.
There was Hot Rod in Chinatown.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I never.
hard drive was there. There's Lizard Man.
Actually, the dime bag I might have gotten.
Lizard Man.
They might have gotten that from Chinatown. Actually, but the point is, a friend of mine acquired it.
Why was this friend named Chinatown?
It was his nickname. I don't know.
Okay.
And we didn't fucking. But we
Right,
wouldn't-
yeah. It was his nickname.
Yeah.
He loved the movie Chinatown.
Yeah.
I'm friends
But-
with Lizard Man on Facebook.
Oh, that's right.
Guy
Yeah,
named Lizard
yeah.
Man?
And, yeah,
No,
the
Lizard
tattooed
Man.
guy.
Oh,
He does stand-up
yeah.
comedy
From the X-Files
in
app.
Austin.
And he has
He's
a split tongue. And everything.
he's very, very upset about people who aren't taking Corona serious.
Yeah.
And he's posting about
Oh,
it.
good.
Yeah. That's, well, now that about does it.
Yeah.
I'm staying inside then. If the Lizard Man is upset.
But yeah, we get
yeah.
Sorry. I was gonna say we go to wrap it up quickly. We get the weed from either Chinatown or Hot Rod, and then we smoked the entire thing in one sitting. And what happened next, I later found out, or divined, was a panic attack, like a real one, like dissociated from my body. I thought my heart was going to explode. I was seeing my life as a set, like it was as if I was watching a movie of my life happening,
Yeah.
kind of a thing.
Yeah, dude, that's called being high.
Yeah, it was awful. And so I can think about that and still not and like I always say, I mean,
it's shaking hands with death every time. It's fun though.
Sometimes you got to get so high you freak out.
well,
You'll learn something about yourself.
well, the point
My
is, this
brother
was,
used to say that. He used to get like high with people. You all get high with people in high school, and my brother would look at someone in the eyes and go, "I want to see the fear rise up in your eyes, dude." It was so goddamn funny.
You want to see who can handle it and who can't.
yeah.
And that's why Rivers, we got to see you smoke weed.
No peer pressure. You know, we're all adults
Okay,
here.
if we get the Patreon up to $500 a month.
How much are we at now?
Coming up on 3, so let's
Okay.
get a few more. I did have to up the megabytes on Libsyn, so because we've been putting out too many podcasts. So
God.
so but Patreon covers that. But hey, if we can get
it has been fun to do. May I say too? People have actually gone and Venmo'd us.
Yes.
Thank you
Christ.
so much for that. Is the nicest shit.
Thank
I
you.
was really taken aback by that.
yeah, so
Very
shout
nice.
out to the Nelsons up there
the
in Minnesota.
Nelsons, absolutely.
What we really need to do at this time, it's really a shame that we have no idea how long we're gonna have to be inside, because the thing to do would be to buy tickets to Minnesota right now. And I was telling them, I was like, even if we can't find a venue, we'll do this podcast in your fucking driveway for how much kindness they've extended to us.
They're not going to let us inside the house.
Well, no. Well,
We have
I told,
coronavirus.
yeah. Well, no,
I understand.
I told Eric that, and he was like, "Oh no, he's like, I'll make prime rib. We'll make a whole thing of it." I was like, "Fuck yeah!" So hopefully
That's
we'll
very
be.
nice.
You have to eat in the driveway, too.
It's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully when this whole thing is over, we'll go to the Midwest at some point and
Yeah.
see some of y'all. But yeah,
because
thank
of you guys, I'll just say Papa's not eating sriracha and Kraft single sandwiches anymore.
Yeah, hell yeah.
No, no.
It's sriracha and Sargento.
That's right.
bitch.
That's right. Colby Jack.
Colby Jack.
Yum yum.
Yeah, it seems like the people have been enjoying these.
Yeah,
I've been
definitely.
getting a lot of texts from listeners.
Oh, good. Yeah,
The
yeah.
direct line.
Yeah.
the direct
That is
line.
you.
Yeah,
I got a very interesting text today.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah.
Very interesting.
Go on.
Remember how we were talking about GameStop being open?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
An employee of GameStop who
No
listens
shit. No shit.
said that the store was open and that it was bullshit that the store was open.
Yes.
They reported their own job to the authorities and got it shut down.
It got
Oh,
the
got the
individual
GameStop.
store shut down.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's
Because
awesome.
they said fuck GameStop, and to tell everybody that GameStop really sucks, and they
Wow.
treat their employees like shit. They linked me to this leaked GameStop phone call from like the managers, like a regional conference call,
Yeah.
and they basically just like they're trying to talk about the coronavirus thing, and all the managers are asking questions like, well, are we going to be responsible if people get this? And they just dodge the question every time. They're like, you could get it from a gas station. Basically, the attitude towards GameStop is like, they're not going to be able to prove that they got it at GameStop, so we don't give a shit.
Yeah. Wow. That's a good
Also,
attitude, and it's pretty indefensible.
Yeah.
Unless you just blatantly stay open during the coronavirus, then it doesn't seem as defensible. Well, I guess you could, if you're people on their list of their trips to go get essential stuff, gas,
Uh-huh. Well, that was
groceries, a VR headset, shit like that.
That was another thing. They, how nobody can get cleaning supplies right now.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, we're going to get you cleaning supplies, but they're hard to get right now. So in like the same sentence, they're like, yeah, we're going to get you those. We can't really have them right now, but
GameStop rules.
yeah.
So their personal toilets are just covered with duty and
yeah. Well, I think they want to be sanitizing everything all the time.
like
but
cleaning
that
the
doesn't
store.
that doesn't
right.
fucking matter.
Not the toilet, cleaning the store.
oh, the store. I mean, how much foot traffic is going into these stores? Are people
They
still going in with
they don't even have public bathrooms there. But
Yeah.
look, have you ever been in a GameStop and seen a smiling employee?
No.
Absolutely never.
Well, no.
The
I take that
bathroom's
back.
covered in duty.
Yeah. That's my theory.
You got a happy GameStop employee?
Yeah, I've seen like some like overly happy GameStop employees like, "Hey man, what's going on? What are you into?" I'm like, "I don't want to be talked to."
Yeah.
Well, this is why they do
I'm
it.
a video game person. Leave me alone.
Yeah, what is this, a Chick-fil-A? Get away from me, weirdo.
I have an explanation for why they do that. Because the employees, according to the guy who texted me, the employees are judged strictly on how much they can upsell the customer.
Yeah.
On like warranties and pre-orders and shit like that.
Extra controllers, shit.
Yes.
Jesus.
Basically,
It's mostly just frustrated dads be like, "Can I get a coupon thing?" I don't know.
I was here to buy something called Conker's Bad Fur Day. This is a GameStop in '97. I don't know any games now.
But no, they don't even care about selling a controller because they don't make money off that. They want to sell warranties because people don't end up using them ever. Because basically, once you buy a video game, nothing's going wrong with it unless you fucking like step on it a bunch of times.
Right.
So they sell shit like that because it's just straight profit.
Yeah. Jeez.
And so I don't know. Fuck GameStop. According to one of our listeners who works there, fuck
Yeah.
GameStop.
Sorry. they
Shop
have to
at the
work.
local place. Pay
Yeah.
a couple bucks more.
Yeah.
Local place.
There's just
there's-
local video game stores.
Yeah, we got World 8 down the street. Shout out World 8.
Oh yeah. Do they have new shit or is it all used?
They got everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
I still
if they don't have it, they can order it for you.
right.
So that's the whole thing with shopping local.
I'll tell
Yeah.
you, in this newfangled internet age we live in,
Yeah, or just buy
order
it
them online.
Yeah, find a local place online and order it from them.
Yeah, and keep 6 feet away, Grandpa. Jesus.
One of the stores around the corner has a sign up that says "Keep 6 feet away."
From the store.
Yeah,
But we're open. It's a mixed message.
just like
store.
encouraging social distancing, and it's that OC Smart where like
Oh, yeah.
the aisles are 2 feet wide.
Yeah.
There's
Oh,
no way
yeah.
to be 6 feet apart from anybody in the store.
Yeah.
they're trying to get on the right side of history with this.
Some
one.
gigantic man just came and stood like right behind me. It's so uncomfortable when anybody just stands close to you. Now, I used to not give a shit at all,
Yeah.
and now it's the worst thing in the fucking world.
I've always had a deep hatred of that. Like,
yeah. I've had
close talkers.
close talkers where I can smell that breath. I want to be like,
Yeah.
And I smoke too. If I could smell your breath through that, it's like, Jesus, you have been gargling diarrhea all day, my man. And like,
It's
fuck-
not
so
even-
what?
It's usually not even the breath kind of a thing where I'm just like I
can feel the heat from another person.
I'm sure we've all done the thing where you're talking to somebody in like a parking lot and you just keep taking a step back and you keep taking and then you realize that you've done like a kind of a you've moved significantly further away from where you started because you've tried to put some distance. I've always been conscious of that.
It's the same thing when people hold you hostage, like conversation, like your hands on the door.
Yeah.
And they keep going, or like just failing to acknowledge boundaries. When
Yeah,
people
yeah.
get all up in your shit and excessively touch and hug, and they do that thing where they're like dick tap, and it's the people that did like dick tapping and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like they're the people who have no physical boundaries whatsoever.
Yeah, well-
and they're also the people that are going to die in the coronavirus pandemic.
Well, my move used to be like if I was in a line or something and somebody was right up on my shit, I would like turn around and get them out of my visuals for a minute and then like do something else, like look at a magazine if I'm in the checkout line or, look at some gum or something. And then just take a big ass step backwards into their shit. So that way they knew, like, yo, back the fuck up kind of a thing.
It's like if someone was tailgating, you just pump the brakes really
Yeah,
hard.
bingo. It's the grocery store version of that, but now you can't fucking do that,
Yeah.
But yeah, I would, blind body check people all the time that were standing close to my shit,
Oh, yeah.
Old women and shit.
Yeah, eat my ass.
Oh yeah, at Trader Joe's. I
Yeah.
had the headphones in, right?
Yeah.
This lady was just talking to me. I point to my ears. She keeps talking to me.
This is like,
last time I went to Trader Joe's.
Oh God. Oh good.
And she was just like kind of like doing. I mean, we had to stay 6 feet apart because everyone in line outside was standing 6 feet apart. And she was like leaning in from her 6 feet, and I kept pointing at my ear.
Oh
and
hello.
I just want to be like, listen to me. I don't care about what you're talking about.
When this is over, you should come see the birds on my feeder.
You wouldn't believe how many bags of chips I've bought. How many rolls of toilet. Like we're all talking about the same shit, lady.
Man, Trader Joe's especially is bad for this because they have like like people think that if they shop at Trader Joe's, they're like in on some secret kind of a thing.
Oh, yeah.
And people will just come up to you and just be like, "Oh, have you tried the dill Havarti? No, that's
Yeah.
a good cheese." And you're like, back off.
It's creepy. Like, we all live in a small town or something and not Los Angeles. And there's gonna be like, try these apples. They're fresh. And like, like all this shit. And, like, yeah.
Have you tried the Bollywood popcorn? It's got curry in it.
Oh, yeah. Have you seen someone freak out because they don't have any good avocados yet?
Oh, yeah.
Someone have a complete meltdown in there because they're like, they don't have the prep meal they want or some shit. Yeah.
Would you at any point tell the lady who's trying to talk to you just to not talk to you? Or would you just continue to
still
point at
didn't
your
have it.
ears?
I still didn't. I didn't even point at my ears. I was just like, I started going, like while listening to my thing, not hearing a word she said.
That happened to me the other day, too. I
Yeah?
was walking down the street and this weird guy on a bicycle came up. He was like riding right next to me.
Ugh.
And he was trying to be like, said something about how he has a good brand of bike that people respect. And I could just tell he was totally out of his mind.
It's a mongoose. I got it at Walmart.
People respect it.
People respect a mongoose.
In your third grade class?
And I was just nodding
It's got
my
pegs.
head. Yeah.
It's got pegs on the back and the front.
When I put cards in the spokes, it makes a machine gun noise. Like a motorcycle. Sir, I'm just trying to get water and toilet paper.
He's ringing the bell. He's got
Yeah, some people call me the coolest kid in the school. Aren't you 58?
He was fucking old. And he was riding right next to me. Like, you didn't think somebody's gonna fucking stand or bike close to you just continuously.
yeah.
Yeah. What's worse, that guy or like the guy who's like super ripped who's running around without his shirt on right now?
I saw some of them on the beach.
I saw some, I've been seeing some of them.
Yeah.
I mean, those guys do that all the time.
Yeah, but right now it just feels like it's putting in, it's like, come and get me, coronavirus. Like, it feels like,
oh yeah.
you know.
Have you not been leaving the house at all?
No, I have been.
Oh, yeah. You have.
I've been breaking into clubs and taking Molly and shit.
Yeah.
No, I've been going for,
hikes and stuff.
well, until that was deemed not cool anymore. I mean,
Is that not cool anymore?
if it's crowded, you're not supposed to be there.
like we said, they're flying traffic helicopters over the over Runyon
And
Canyon
throwing shade,
being
yeah.
like, no.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They were.
Wow.
Yeah, they were. We talked about last episode. They were flying over the like Venice Beach basketball court and like people playing beer pong on the beach and shit, and just shaming them on KTLA.
Oh yeah, it was a fucking Gap commercial when we went to Point Doom.
Oh yeah,
Not. I mean, I'm sure it was a lot more desolate when you went.
yeah.
Today. We went. It was fine.
Well, Point Doom's like a trail, like a state park.
Yeah,
like where I went.
walked on the beach from Point Doom to Paradise Cove.
I went to the spot that I think we talked about on this podcast where I took those New Zealanders on that tour one time, where it's in between the beach entrance is in between Pierce Brosnan's house and Alanis Morissette's beach house. And I know that because the surfer guy was like, yeah, Alanis is cool. She lets us keep our surfboards underneath her fucking deck, man. And Pierce Brosnan's kind of a dick though.
Yeah.
So I went out there and then walked all the way from where that's like Matador Beach, walked all the way down to Point Doom and back.
It's beautiful. Point Doom's beautiful.
It's beautiful,
It
but
is.
there's no, it's not a trail. It's just a beach. So I would say I probably I was on the beach for probably almost 3 hours, and I would say I probably passed 100 people total. Yeah. Walking just steady from point A to point B. So yeah. It was pretty chill. Everybody's real spread out there.
Yeah. And there's
No sign of Alanis though. I was
nah, they've all been taken to like the core of the earth, or
That's, yeah.
where the lizard people are, and there's like
She's in her desert cabin or something right now.
the first ship sent to the Mars habitation for the truly important people is going to be like Jeff Bezos, Alanis Morissette, and Carrot Top, because people are going to need to laugh in the face of a grim situation.
Nah, he has too many props to bring along.
You could bring half of those.
yeah. They'd get Jeff Dunham. He's got a much lighter suitcase.
He just have to paint stuff on his hand.
Yeah.
Little googly eyes on his hand.
Yeah, like the Nitro King of Thunderdome is just like, do the jalapeno now. I don't got the puppet. Do the jalapeno.
He
He's
would
just
come up
shooting
with
at him.
new racist puppets.
Do Ahmed dead
This
terrorist.
is fucking the Chinese Fucking Corona puppet.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
of course. Yeah. He just saw a new
Ooh.
special as soon as this whole thing happened.
Yeah.
What are the odds that if this thing, when it ends, if it ends, Jeff Dunham has, the microscope image of the Corona as a puppet talking.
He has a puppet workshop at his own house. He's like, what's Pinocchio's dad's? Geppetto. He's like the Geppetto of racist puppets.
I wish I was a real neo-Nazi. Oh boy. Well,
Fun times. These are they're not fun times. I don't want to say that.
I mean,
No, they are.
these are
Kind of are.
Yeah,
I mean, I go back and forth.
When you have something to do, it's great. It's the best in the world. When you run out of stuff to do, oh boy.
Yeah. That's when you do that. Take a walk to the car and back, which is what I've been doing.
Yeah.
That's when you start feeling jealous of people who work.
Oh yeah.
Y'all been like, you got any like quarantine music that you've been listening to?
Oh yeah. I've been making a little playlist.
Ooh, we should share it so everybody can hear.
And just albums I've been listening to lately.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Because I was cruising YouTube and I found they had, and I haven't watched this since probably 2004 when it came out. They have the entire DVD of Ween live in Chicago.
Oh, that was sick.
And
I'd watch that.
Ween's already like my favorite band, but it's funny because they're a band that was at one point, like their second album, The Pod, the reason it exists is because them two guys they had both got contracted mononucleosis and were quarantined together and pulled out a 4-track and made the weirdest, most beautiful album ever. And so it's almost like a band born out of a weird quarantine situation. So it's just
Rivers, I'll tell you this.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this room and I'm seeing recording equipment.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
seeing
yeah.
guitars on the
I
wall.
know it's time. Yeah,
I'm seeing,
two guys who
two
can-
potential lyrical geniuses
Yeah,
who
absolutely.
haven't gotten their due yet.
it's
What's
time.
Rivers going to do?
Yeah.
Damn, this roasted. Boom roasted.
But yeah,
Burnt up.
that is my recommendation. So if y'all are looking for something to watch, just type in Ween live in Chicago. It's 2 hours. It's basically their greatest hits, and they're a band that they are truly a great live band. Most people, if they've heard of Ween, they probably took too much drugs at some point and listened to one of their like kind of fucked up studio albums and it freaked them out too bad to where I've heard that story a million times where I tell people like Ween's my favorite band and they're like, yeah man, I ate acid and listened to the Pod and now like I can't. But
Well, it's like they're good. They're very good at hippy dippy music, but they're also good at a bunch of genres, and they're really funny.
yeah, exactly. But that DVD is just fucking great. Like I don't know. I've been inside far too long, and I'm definitely biased. But I'd put that on the level of like The Last Waltz, Stop Making Sense. Like just a fucking great concert DVD, and it's free on YouTube. So just watch it.
Yeah, live in Chicago. I'm gonna watch that.
Ween live in Chicago.
I've been listening to one of the last albums I listened to. I listened to this album, like stuff that sounds kind of cagey and insular and lonely.
Yeah.
Let's see. I listened to this album by this band called Daughters, called "You Won't Get What You Want."
Okay.
It's like a noise rock kind of like humanity is shit sort of album.
Apropos.
Yep. I listened to "Small Change" by Tom Waits.
Oh fuck yeah!
Wonderful record. Never heard it before.
Got rained on by his own 38. Yep.
Small change, got rained on. Yeah, that shit's great.
Fuck, that's a great record. I should throw that. Actually, Tom Waits is perfect.
It's so perfect right now,
Yeah.
especially because he's. I mean, just for our particular situation, because he's from LA and
LA
shit,
based, yep.
and he's just talking about being lonely at a bar, and no one can come up to you and talking to you.
By the way, your Tom Waits just sounds like old Dylan.
There's 3 Tom Waits. There's like the one where he sings like this.
Yep,
And then there's like the one where he go like this.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then like the barking dog one. Yeah.
Make your brain.
And I'm listening right now to The Fragile by 9 Inch Nails.
Oh shit.
When Trent Reznor was in his own quarantine of cocaine abuse, but boy,
Yeah,
it's a good one.
Yeah. Well, fuck yeah. What have you been listening to, Sam? Or just playing video games?
I listen to a lot of podcasts, but I listened to YBN Corday, The Lost Boy. Great album, mixtape, whatever it's called. Also, I found that just popped up on YouTube a mixtape, somebody put Biggie vocals over all the instrumentals for "It Was Written" by Nas.
Whoa.
Ooh.
It's pretty good.
Damn. Okay. Shit. Did Dre did a lot of "It Was Written," right? Or some of it?
He did several of
of the
tracks.
That's a great album, man. That's
I've only listened to Illmatic.
yeah, that's a good one, man. Nas with Biggie vocals sounds great. I'm gonna have to listen to that.
Yeah, I'll have to listen to It Was Written too.
Yeah, that's a good shit. Yeah, if you like Dr. Dre, he's all over that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know they still haven't put the Chronic out on Spotify.
What?
That's some bullshit. Dude.
Come on.
Dr. Dre is very controlling over all of his shit.
Yeah.
They put Straight Outta Compton on there like not too long ago. I
Yeah.
don't think it was always on Spotify.
Okay.
Anyway,
Lordy. Well, is that an episode? We got.
I have something.
Oh, Sam,
that?
what do you got?
A new segment, guys.
Oh boy! All
new
right.
segment.
This one's called The Worst of Social Media.
Okay. All right.
I've just found social media posts that really rubbed me the wrong way.
I've got one to contribute.
In this time of crisis.
Yeah, well, most of them
Okay.
are just like sanctimonious bullshit.
Yep.
People just trying to fucking. I'm not going to say the names, but I'm just going to read the post. If we rejected all forms of prejudice and xenophobia, we could achieve world peace right now.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, yes.
Just like, why? Of course.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like one of those things that just goes without saying. Like, why would you post that
if there were no
online?
more wars, then we could all live in peace.
Yeah, like
What? Yeah, I suppose.
okay, that was just
That is a very like sanctimonious. Like, aren't I a good person? By just a completely empty.
yeah.
I mean, it's a nice
Guys,
sentiment.
I figured it out.
Someone's trying to take their mind off of coronavirus by wishing world peace on.
I reckon.
Was that a celebrity that said that?
No.
Okay.
I mean, if you consider one of the top improvisers in Austin, Texas, a celebrity.
I actually have an Austin related
Narrowing
one.
it down.
I don't know if this might be. I don't know if you know about this place or not. How recently they were open, but and this was a few days ago. I'm not sure if they're still doing this, but our friend Ben again sent this to me. Escape Room Leander. Is that a place?
Yeah, Leander.
Yeah, Escape Room Leander. We only want healthy groups that have been stuck together to come out to our escape room and have some fun. So they're
boy.
trying to pitch an escape room as a thing you can do during this lockdown, and basically everyone got mad at them because that's insane.
Closed
you
spaces.
just go in and touch a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, it's the whole thing is touching
That's like
things.
that's more claustrophobic than everyday activities.
It's awful.
Yeah.
That's more claustrophobic than going to a concert.
Yeah. So they actually got into it with people in the chat here. So let's see. Someone obviously told them like, this is dumb, and she says, no, you have no idea how this business is set up. If someone is healthy when they come in, they'll be healthy when they leave. Homogenous groups of 8 or less not interacting with anyone else. History won't remember Escape Room Leander as anything other than a small business where people had fun for an hour, not as ground zero for the Wuhan virus. Have a great day.
Jesus.
And then they called it the Wuhan virus.
The Wuhan virus. Yeah.
And someone called them, that's like, hey, you're being racist right now.
Yeah.
And they say, let's see, we aren't racist, and we also stopped.
What are you talking about, silly?
Well, I think they're trying to be funny here.
Yeah.
We aren't racist, and we also stopped beating our wives. We didn't address your insane racism itself because it's laughable.
That's embarrassing.
Okay.
I guess you have to be kind of an idiot to throw your entire lot into an escape room.
They're very popular right now.
Yeah.
Right now,
I'm joking. They're fucking stupid.
they were like stupid since the word go.
I did one once, and I hated how much fun it was.
I know,
I
I
hated
did-
every
yeah.
second of
Oh,
it.
I did the lamest one in
Oh,
Nashville.
really?
It was called the Escape from Nashville, and the whole thing was like, you're in a recording studio, and you got to find the contract to get out of the recording studio. And they play this video that like Brad Paisley is like, oh, didn't see you there.
Oh, no.
It was so fucking lame. But I'm shocked at how much fun I had doing
Yeah,
it. but-
yeah. There's another Austin business that got in trouble for not closing down. The Pinball Arcade.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
See, like already founded on the flimsiest of fucking.
It's
Yeah.
It's actually a very successful business because they allow people to bring their own booze in, and people just go there and get fucking shit tanked. But it's like a huge building that just has shitloads of pinball, arcade, whatever. Their solution to the social distancing thing, they turn off every other pinball machine.
Oh, damn it. I can't play Jumanji.
Yeah.
Can you imagine playing a pinball machine that was 6 feet wide?
Yeah, they're like fucking 3 feet wide, maybe.
They're like 2 feet wide.
Yeah, they're tiny. By the way,
This another thing where you're just touching random things that a stranger just touched.
Yeah.
Escape Room Leander, just to make everybody feel better, did post a picture of all of their cleaning supplies that they have and say, have a group of 8 or less. This is, granted, this is from 3 days ago. So they may have changed their tune, but you have a group of 8 or less, come into Escape Room Leander. We got you covered. You'll only play with your group. Time to get out of the house for fun.
The plea of the non-essentials during this time is, boy, you're just going to see some people just woofing it. And just,
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
And that goes for actors too.
Yeah.
That was going to be my post. I didn't like the one where Josh Gad was crying. I didn't like that. It was just like, and it wasn't even over anything valid about it either. He was like, I just feel bad because the schools are out and the kids can't go learn. It's like, what? That's like on the bottom of the list of bad things. Like, like, of course schools should be out right now.
And every kid's loving it.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
loving
kids
it.
don't give a shit.
It's going to traumatize them that they can't learn.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
We're the ones with the dead imaginations. Like we're the ones who are fucked.
Yeah, like we have to revert back to childhood things to entertain ourselves right now.
The most notorious thing about children is you buy them something and they're more entertained by the fucking box it came in. That's classic.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We have to play games from like 10 years ago right now to like tap into that sort of time wasting activity.
Yeah.
I just feel bad for the kid. It's like you're just trying to show you can cry. So you can be in
kid,
some
I'm going
movie.
further back than that. I'm just playing with the fucking box, bro.
Yeah, dude. I'm like a cat. Like I'm just pawing at the
I just want
box.
to find some kid and be like, listen, you little shit, you don't have to go across town to track down a copy of NFL Blitz on N64 just to make your life feel good.
That's such a fun fucking game.
Oh, it's
though.
the best. It's the best.
I don't even like sports games, and that's a great one.
Yeah.
We should get that for your N64.
I was gonna say, yeah.
It's shit, yeah, dude.
Now we're
Order it.
thinking.
Yeah. Oh, dude, Blitz is the best. You know what the worst is? NFL quarterback club.
Oh my god!
Dude, if you fake punt every time the other team automatically all goes back for the punt, and it's the cheat code that they built right into the game. It's a terrible game.
Yeah, it's just everything about it. The control's bad.
Yeah.
It's fucking nothing about it's good.
No.
Okay. Okay, is it my turn again?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
People are freaking out so badly that LA has set up a mental health hotline for people seeking help during the stay-at-home order.
Yeah, I saw that on Citizen.
On Citizen, yeah.
Has anybody looked at like the crimes that are still being committed?
People getting robbed and shit.
It's less, though.
It's way less.
I think it's because less people are out in the streets.
Right. No, I was just thinking like, could you rob a person by threatening to cough on them?
No.
Just be like, hey, I got the bug. I got the bug.
It's one of those life hacks that might work. Pardon the pun. It's a life hack up, but it's I
don't think
a good old fashioned gun's gonna do it every time.
Because remember how we were talking earlier that when you pass somebody on the street, you're like so ready to get the fuck away from them.
Right.
Anyways, yeah, I think you'd be ready just to fucking push them and run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But then you might get coronavirus on your hands if you do that.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, maybe it is a good idea.
I mean, we all already have it too.
Yeah,
You know?
that's probably true.
No, we got classic stuff going on. Man with a knife, man with a gun, man with a gun, car crash, man with a knife. Report of a man wielding a machete. Hell yeah.
That's all normal.
This guy fucking, hey man, he's 2 steps ahead of us in this whole apocalypse thing.
Fuck yeah!
He's already gone Mad Max.
I was gonna say I want like as the I don't want, but it would be funny as if as the virus progresses, you just scroll and the melee weapons that people are committing crimes with just start getting more and more surreal, where it's like, oh god, a gang of the baseball furies are a real thing now. Oh,
Yeah.
weird.
Well,
Oh, torches.
People are at home with nothing to do but make melee weapons.
A stick with like a broken CD tied to the end of it or something.
Yeah, that might hurt.
A man wearing a leather costume with deer antlers is coming at people with a what appears to be a large hand-forged battle axe.
Claiming to have been from the future. Oh, speaking of which, and just this is a good point to bring up for the next episode. We should talk about now that we're living in the apocalypse, those other wacky apocalypse theories that didn't happen.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like the Hadron Collider and asteroids and shit like that.
Oh, the Hadron. I forgot about that. Yeah, we were going to make our own like a
black hole,
and then the Earth was going to get sucked into it.
Oh yeah, that's what. And 2012, all that good stuff. Didn't do it. Turns out it was just the flu.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
Well, that's an ep, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to say, by the way, buy Grant Lyon's album. We dropped that episode today.
Oh, yeah, he has that album.
Huh?
Oh yeah, he has that album. I forgot about that.
It came out yesterday. We dropped the episode yesterday, and you should check it out. It's called Scheduled Fun Time. It's on Spotify and all that. Listen to it. Buy it.
I want to play his game.
Yeah, Curmudgeon. Hopefully that'll be out in the summer, like you said. But Grant's album is out, so buy that. And that's the last vestiges of live comedy. So support it.
Get if you want to contact me, join the Patreon.
That's right.
Get my phone number. A lot of listeners text me now.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, that's how I found out this hot GameStop tip.
Yeah,
you can shut down your job if you just complain about it. Apparently, to the government right now, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, shit. That's the up. Thanks for listening.
Bye. And thank you so much to everyone who Venmoed us. It's very nice. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, God, that was cool. Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna play this because it's what I've been listening to. This is Ween, and the song is called Kim Smoltz.
Take it easy, walk with a light step, baby. Catch a breezy, live amongst the life forms in your day. Marinate a good piece of beef, understand the mind of a leaf. Swim around till the fish float out of the socket in your skull. Dive deeper, corner all the fungus in your brain. Take it easy, I wanna live your life in vain. Mope and shoot things or leave them to rot. Woke up with a nose full of snot. Baked the muffin, the top's burned and I had to throw them away. Up this morning, a lot sooner than I thought. The sun was shining, plucked a flower from the stalk. Smelled good and it made me smile, so took a run about a quarter of a mile. felt my lungs fail, so I got myself back home. Walk with a light step, baby. Catch a breeze, live amongst the life forms in your day. Marinate a good piece of beef, understand the mind of a leaf. Swim around till the fish float out of the socket in your skull.